It's a Hey Fred Friday. It's 7 p.m. Person can't feel bad about that. Fred, this is for you. For all the farmers. I've seen this on social media and all that other crap here and there. For some odd reason, my local hometown store, which is fantastic, just started getting these in. You know, the bush light like a corn cob. Pretty good stuff. Happy Friday, everybody. It's 12th of June. It's about 7:03 p.m. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was fantastic. All right, let's do some talking about some calves. First things first. Newest little addition to the farm here. You're okay, little buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. We've had her pretty rough. There's a not so favorable story that goes along with this little guy right here. Last evening's video on the matriarch. And yes, the matriarch and her heifer calf are just fine. If you caught last evening's video on her, you'll also see that we had spotted, and I showed you, a heifer starting the calf. Well, this is the calf. You little turkey, you. Oh, are you a good boy? Nice little bull calf. Oh, 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 does that feel good? Oh, does that feel good? I'm sorry to tell you that I did my job. Right after that video, I went back down there about another 25 minutes later, and she was having the calf. I went back down there another easily 30 to 40 minutes later, and she had the calf and was doing her job as a first-time mother. Licking it clean, proud as a peacock, standoffish of me, which is a good thing. Oh, you like that? Wow. You little buzzard. Well, 5:30 this morning, there was a sight to be seen from the barn here out towards the pasture. She had prolapsed. For anybody that doesn't know, let me try and use some fair words here. Basically, she had pushed her insides out. It's not common, but it's not uncommon. Of course, she was dead at 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going to only assume that happened. Well, I don't know. So you can't sit there and cry about it. You got a job to do. So this little guy here, this little turkey, this is gonna be my buddy. Huh? You gonna be my buddy? This little guy obviously had to be pulled. There's absolutely no telling if he got a shot of his mother's milk, colostrum. You obviously assume no. So he was collected this morning at about it went and kicked up about 8 o'clock, 8:30. He sucked down an entire bottle by himself, which means I did not have to force it or tube feed him. He sucked down an entire bottle of colostrum, good old belly of colostrum, and he took down another bottle of milk replacer this evening. He's going to be just fine. Unfortunately, we lost his mother. And that's why you're going to get some special treatment, buddy. Oh, look at that. You good boy, you. Come on, there you go. Yeah, kind of a heartbreaker, expensive morning this morning to find something like that. You know, I guess it doesn't matter if you got 500 head, 1,000 head, or 100 head. That's an expensive morning. I'm very sorry to break anybody's heart by putting a price tag behind it. Kind of have to. This is a small business. And a very expensive small business to run. In fact, the numbers just don't make sense, but we're not going to get into that. You do what you got to do and you go forward. This little turkey right here was obviously sired by one of the herd bulls. And yeah, it was a great loss, but what are you going to do? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Go forward. He's going to be raised proper. He's doing real good. And that's about it. That's about it. Pretty good day today. Very good day today. Besides this morning's shenanigans. All hay tool maintenance was completed. Fred, you old dirty dog, you old scoundrel. We're getting ready for the big dance. I am dropping a small field tomorrow. It's basically going to be a test field. Get all the cobwebs out of the equipment. Holstein heifers are doing real good. The first one got bred, AI'd, last night. They're doing real damn good. Now tomorrow morning, they're not going to get their sorghum silage. And I failed you on a video that recent, this sorghum silage is coming out, which is fantastic. It's too dry. We shot it in the silo. If you've been paying attention to the channel for any amount of time, keeping up with it, I should have chopped it the day before I did, but it's coming out real good. They have grown a hankering for that sorghum silage. But we're going to give them a little break, up to 4 days, and we're going to open up this south part of the North Hill. There is a pile of good grass up there for those girls, and we are going to give them some supplemental feeding. We're going to haul bale ream, put it on the concrete, and there's going to be small square bales of hay added to it daily. Not to mention their never-ending grain ration every evening. So, yeah. 6420. She's going to get a heck of a workout tomorrow. Get some high RPMs going in that thing. We're going to hook up to the New Holland disc-bine. Drop that smaller field. Can't forget that. It's Friday night, for crying out loud. On the other side of the hill, where the bale yard is, which is completely empty, we should take, we'll probably maybe do a little drive back there tomorrow. All the hay wagons are back there. There's six kicker wagons back there, all maintenanced. Both hay rakes, everything else. Disc bines are right here. They are all maintenanced, complete 110%. I will be hooking up to the New Holland tomorrow mid-morning, mid to late morning, depends what kind of a dew we have. And here is the cabbed 6400. This thing got cleaned like a whistle here today. The inside of the cab, I'm going to call it the skirting. Something needs to be done with it. Not this year, or not this summer anyway, but she's coming apart something fierce. No harm, no foul, unless you're looking for a pretty contest, and I'm not. But it does need to be worked on, just not right now. Tractor got a full cleaning. It's got all the crap out of it. Gave it a pressure washing. Windex to windows. Obviously got a full servicing. Well, it would have been January, February, March, mid-March. She's ready to go for the big dance. Square baler is now 110% maintenance, ready to go. I opted not to pressure wash it. I will wait till after the first go around or two and give it a little good outside cleaning. Right now, that's just not on the top of my priorities. She got twine in her. I had to replace this roll. It was completely gone. This one's still got some in it, but the field that's looking to be square baled is only about maybe 350, 400. So there's more than enough twine for now. Then of course you got the knotter system. Now understand, this was all blown out, all blown out with air. You know, it's real tricky, folks. For anybody who doesn't know, it's okay if you don't. That's real tricky putting a pressure washer of water, you know, on some of these implements. You just don't go doing that. You want to keep your stuff clean and proper. But for example, this is the knotter system, which takes 3 different degrees from a high-end college to to understand. That simply gets blown out with air. And of course, it's got a full, complete grease job. You would never know it, but there's 12 grease zerks in here. Yeah. The Model 42 kicker, completely full service with grease. Pay no attention to the messiness of this garage now. Give you a little better look at the knotter system here. This all got blown out for the most part, best that I could. There was a lot of chaff in here. Got greased, of course, here. And here is the front gearbox. I did add some oil to it. And of course the drive line got all greased. It's all hooked up. I did a small test run here late this afternoon. Everything's okay. True test is in the field. These small square balers, I don't care what brand you have. They can get a demon in them. This baler right here, she's had some demons in her. In fact, one year was so damn bad that there was hardly any square bales made. Everything got round baled, including all of our straw. There was a demon in this damn baler that could not be figured out. John Deere couldn't figure it out. We've got a local man who should actually be a John Deere employee. Quite simply, just specializing in small square balers. He couldn't figure it out. One day, it just worked. I don't know how else to tell you that. But there's a lot riding on this small square baler this year. And I'm sure she's going to do just fine. I'm going to start sweet talking it. For the most part, this will stay married to the cab 6400. There will be many opportunities where Dad might join me on a big day of cutting hay, where, you know, you'll use the cab tractor here versus the open cab 6400 with the loader. That's probably the only reason this would get unhooked from the small square baler, is to hook up to the John Deere Moco and join me with the New Holland and drop a pile of hay at one sitting. You know, a pile for us anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, maintenance program is over. It's done. Ready to go. Stay tuned for a video tomorrow at some point, maybe early evening, of cutting down the first hay, folks. I'm looking really excited and forward to it. And, just something about it. It absolutely kills me to tell you that I will not be here for the first baling. I don't know how else to say it. Now, even though it's just a test field, understand we've got some fair weather, but it's not summer weather yet. This hay that I'm going to drop tomorrow probably will not be ready to be baled until perfect world Monday afternoon, if not Tuesday. And we've got good weather for it. I got to take off Sunday morning after chores for a few days, so I'm not going to be around for it. But this is right up Dad's alley. He's a small square bale king, and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, I snuck in some lawn mowings here today. I don't want to have to deal with this lawn or homestead tomorrow. It's all about keeping up and getting a bunch of stuff in preparation, and of course mowing down a little bit of hay, which I'll be sure to take you with me. So I'm sure from here you can see the beef herd. They got a new paddock this morning, and we started them off on quarters. These last 2-3 paddocks are overgrown, so we're going to make them mow that down at a quarter a piece. So should be all right. Folks, I got to get going. I've had a long week. I've had a long day. Not complaining. But I'm ready to clean up, and I'm going to take a little scoot on the Ranger tonight and see if we can't bark at the moon a little bit. I don't know. I got a big day tomorrow, so I don't think there's going to be much barking. But hope everybody's doing okay. Big happy Friday to you. Fred, even you old dog, you old cat. And we'll be sure to catch up with you tomorrow. See if we can get in a little bit of trouble. Talk to you sooner or later.